Like we're lonelier than we've ever been. We are further away from our villages and communities. And so it's really important to identify and create those spaces for human connection. At work, it means having normal discussions with your colleagues like they're human, right? Like, how often are we talking to our colleagues about something other than what we're expecting from them or what they're expecting from us? The best way to have great relationships with your colleagues is for you to have mutual respect,
Absolutely.
right? And mutual understanding. And you might find out that somebody is carrying a lot more stress than they're letting on. And you have an opportunity to help or at least reframe how you're seeing how they're showing up. So definitely like treat and interact with everyone you work with like
As
they're
human
humans and
being.
you're all part of, yeah, that you're part of something. And then finding, like we have various connections with our families and making sure that you spend time with your families and make time for quiet, device-free time with your families or time outside with your families or discussing what's going on in their lives. It's creating a third space, right? So for me, yoga is that third space where I have a community of people who I gather with and see on a regular basis and catch up with and do a shared activity with. For some people, that's a spiritual practice or an organized religious practice, right? We all have those things. We have volunteer opportunities. These are just ways for us to connect with other human beings in joint mission and purpose to realize that we're not alone, right? Everybody's sort of going through the challenges of being human, and you get to share best practices. You get to laugh about things. Maybe you get to do it over a meal. Maybe you get to create a meal, right? Like these are things that have proven to be really good for our sense of self. There's a great book called The Power of Meaning, and it talks about the four pillars of meaning in human existence. And one of them is belonging. Like we need to feel like we belong to a group. It's in our biology. It's how we survived.
Yeah.
And so if we don't continue doing that, or if we feel
Yeah.
that that belonging only exists through a screen, we're
Yeah.
missing a fundamental piece of our
Yeah.
existence,
We feel
right?
more
A second,
disconnected every
we feel
single
more
day.
disconnected, right? And that is sort of where we find ourselves when we're high stressed brain workers.
Yeah, and people
Secondly,
work
like it,
remotely. You have to meet in person. You have because it's energy transfer. You can feel it, right?
right, it's like we saw what happened during the pandemic, where many of us were in isolation